It's good afternoon, Kim Stewart. Well, it's good afternoon for you. It's good morning for me, but welcome to Yellow Shelf.
Thank you. It's so fun to be here. I was just telling you that I've just been gushing over your show because books and podcast, my two love languages for
I
sure.
know we are like kindred souls from different hemispheres. Congratulations on your podcast, Book Marketing Mania podcast. Look, we were just chatting. We have different synergies in what we do as far as supporting authors and promoting books. But Kim, I really want you to share with the Yellow Shelf audience, what's your podcast about? Tell us all about it.
Yeah, it's Book Marketing Mania, as you said, and it's for nonfiction authors to learn how to grow their author platform so they can reach more readers and be able to market their books. And how I teach them to do that is on podcasts, like what we're doing today. So that's my super niche aspect of Book Marketing Mania and who I serve.
And Kim, you've been doing this for a decade. You've had clients for a decade. I'd love you to share with us a little bit about yourself, your journey, and what inspired you to create a podcast. What inspired you to dive into the world? And have you written a book?
I'm, I'm working on one. So I should put it out there that, it'll be out this year to hold myself accountable to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on my first one. And that is kind of what got me started on the journey was
Yeah.
10 years ago when I first started working with authors. I really kind of felt that call myself.
Yeah.
And so I kind of immersed myself in the writing and publishing and marketing world. But my background is corporate marketing. And so that's my love language is marketing too. So I felt like I kind of started learning it all, but I don't love writing and I don't think I'm very good at it. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to kind of shelf that for a while, but I want to keep helping authors with their marketing because they love to write, but they do not love to market at all. And I totally get it. And so, yeah, I've been doing that for about 10 years and kind of helped them in all kinds of areas, but really niche down to PR and then really super niche down to podcasting as it's just exploded. Right. And I'm a
Yeah.
huge podcast listener. So I love connecting with my favorite authors that way and learning about new books and like your show, learning about even new podcasts to tune into. And so, yeah, about, I guess it'll be 4 years this summer that I finally felt like, okay, I need to start putting some content out into the world myself as a service provider. And I didn't want to blog because I don't like writing. And so obviously podcasting was just perfect for me. And I love it so much. And so, no, I am working on my first book and I'll be so proud to say author, hopefully before the end of the year.
Oh, that's so good. And I know you're joining us from Texas, a wonderful,
Uh-huh.
beautiful part of the world. Um, Tell us, I like you and I were talking about that feeling of we know so many authors and it's not their comfortable space to market or promote. It's in fact, it's a portion of writing a book that many authors feel incredibly uncomfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the experience you have that you work with these clients who, yeah, it's an uncomfortable space?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's something they dread. It's something that they just, yeah, they do feel yucky because they feel like they're in that selling promotional mode. Whereas I like to think of it as just helping. I just tell all my listeners, marketing is just letting people know you can help them. And so that starts way before your book, too. Like on a podcast, if you have your own podcast or you're guesting on podcasts, you just really want to get out there and share that you have something, a resource to help people, but you want to start with how you help people. It's all about serving, not just, hey, buy my book, because no one wants to do that, right? I mean, that's I love about this show, right? That you can talk to an author and they can share in just a short amount of time, what their book is about and how they help the reader. And so, yeah, that's what I love the podcast being able to do that. But I think it's just so common, and I'm feeling it too before I even release a book. It's just like
Wow.
that. You just start going, oh gosh, how am I going to talk about this? It feels yucky and salesy, but it's, if you can kind of remove yourself from that and just concentrate on, I'm just trying to help people. Like there's a reason you wrote the book, right? It might be to help people, might be to entertain them, whatever the reason is you wrote the book for. You just need to remember that in your heart and
Yeah.
share from that pace, that place of service.
Yeah. And look, I talk to authors too who talk about that feeling of that post publication launch marketing, almost the blues. So it's a
Mhm.
journey, isn't it? That whole,
Mhm.
and even ongoing marketing of books, even if the book's been
Yes.
launched, the marketing can continue to years to
Uh-huh.
come.
Yeah, it can. And I think that's another big sore spot is people think, oh, it's been out. Like I've heard so many people, especially if they're with a large traditional publisher, they're like, oh, my book's been out almost a year. So it's time to move on. And I'm like, are you kidding? I have a whole bookcase of books from years ago that I still turn to, as my resources.
Yeah.
So I love that they're evergreen. They don't go out of style. They don't go out of date. And I think just, authors, if they can remember that and just think of new ways to introduce the message to new readers, again, like we're
Yeah.
doing on a podcast. I just love that so much that you could do that and always reach new people, through the airwaves.
Yeah. And Kim, I mean, you've got more than, isn't 160 episodes?
Yeah. Yeah. I've been at it a while.
Well done, Kim. If we're watching, wherever we're watching in the world, if we're an author or we're just curious as a podcast listener, I would love you to share about your socials, your website, YouTube. Where do we go to find you?
Yeah, they can just come straight to my website, kimstewartmarketing.com, and you'll find everything there. And I'd love to connect with you. Yeah. And hear more about your own book or podcast and how I can maybe serve you.
And look, Kim, I'll put all that in the show notes to make it super easy to connect. Thank you so much for joining us. Kim, I'm going to be cheeky and ask, when this book comes out, will you come back as an author on Yellow Shelf so we can share about that as well?
Oh, I would love to. Yes, that would be my honor.
Kim, thanks so much. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Thanks, you too.
Cheers.